Hi, I'm Chris McMahon. I'm going to be reading through my science fiction novel, The Tau Ceti Diversion. Page 1, Chapter 1. Carrick's mind reeled. He looked again at the image of the starburst that rotated slowly above the interface projectors and gripped the chill metal of the console to steady himself. His mind groped through the data as he tried to understand how their meticulously planned voyage, his state-of-the-art spaceship, had found themselves in danger. The high-resolution digital image of starburst, assembled only moments ago from pictures taken by a small probe as it wove around the ship, was splashed with red, orange and yellow highlights. All those bright colours, superimposed on the dark grey and black images of the metal hull, were visual aids showing estimates of structural damage. Translucent interface icons floated above the console, bobbing slowly out of the way, then drifting back to position as the virtual starburst continued to rotate. Beyond them, the big screens that lined the room were filled with diagnostic data. Over 16% of their systems were on backup, their primary processors having failed outright. The failures were ship-wide. On account of the immense timescales of interstellar travel, the starburst had been designed with multiple levels of redundancy, but this failure rate was way too high. A power unit on a hatchway and 2 remote systems had failed to respond to the AI at all. Taken in conjunction with the deterioration of the outer structure, it was all damning. The skin crawled on the back of his skull. Carrick, the sub-commander of Starburst, and Lieutenant Ryle, officer responsible for fusion systems, were the only members of the Starburst crew out of suspension. The shipcom had roused them 7 months early to investigate the damage. The other officers and crew remained in long-term stasis. They might as well be blocks of stone for all the help they could offer. He had to rouse them all. He needed every scientist, engineer and tech he had to save the ship, the mission, and their lives. Carrick took a deep breath and tried to quell the rushing flow of his thoughts. The air of the command deck was cold, sharp with trapped odours of plastic and ozone. He leaned back in the command chair, conscious of the quiet stillness, the empty workstations and darkened consoles. The flexible smart metal of the chair moulded around his back. Its chill had faded now, internal sensors heating it to match his body temperature. The silvered gleam of the fixtures was stark against the matte grey and polymer-coated floor, and the curve of the hull beneath him was hardly noticeable here on the outer level of the habitat ring. The low hum of the interface projectors sounded loud in the silence, a rising counterpoint to the soft whisper of circulation fans. Communication with Earth had failed. They were alone.